Hello, everybody. Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to the Crust. All right, so last episode we managed to do all kinds of good stuff, but all of our rearranging of our furnaces and smelters and regolith refiners and all that good stuff there. That was pretty awesome. Also in between that, I got all that ice gone now, so all that is vanished and goodbye. So now we continue our production lines. So all that ice is up here, there in these containers. So we'll be making fuel up here for quite a while there. We should be okay with ice anyways. So the goal is for today, I want to start bringing our items upstairs. So we kind of need to find a good place up here on the map where we can start bringing our items up. I've never really tried using the down part here for the ships, right? Like, um, but if we look at these, where are they? Where are they, Mon? Yeah, these things here. So you're gonna see that over here you get like a view of downstairs. So you can see that our production line is over here, right? So we technically would have from about here, which would be not too shabby, to right about here, really. So, and that's not a bad thing, because our production line is gonna, if you look over here on this little thing, our production line eventually is gonna start to extend upwards like this, and it's gonna take a lot more room, right? Eventually, and by that time, all this is gonna be gone as well. So, I think it would probably be best if we did put the elevators down on this side, maybe, and then we could just kind of like bam bam into the elevators as we finish production stuff, right? It doesn't sound like a horrible idea, no, doesn't it? We just got to find out a good height for it, right? So do we do it just like a slight little far off like that, so it doesn't cost us a whole bunch of bacon, right? That would probably be a good thing. Or do we do it in line with these things, right? And say I go upwards like this. That wouldn't be too shabby either, right? Because then our production would come out here instead. I kind of actually like that. That would probably be a good idea. So let me try to line that up with downstairs. So I think we got like 12 items right now downstairs being created. Yeah, so each one of these are going to be like one space apart, and it's going to cost like 50K for each build. Wow, that's going to be expensive. But I think I'm leaving myself a decent amount of room for all the different productions. I hope so, anyways. So there we go. We got 12 of them in downstairs, so it just comes right underneath of that. So that's pretty good. That'll give us time to get rid of all of this crap up here as well, right? And then we'll have our products to the surface. So we'll let them build that, and at the same time, I'll start working on my belts to get them across. $42,000 in belts. We're getting low on funds again, so we're gonna have to do something about that. But the good thing about that is once I start putting all these containers upstairs, I'm gonna be able to delete all of this, and I'm gonna get a bunch of money back. So that's a bonus. So I think that's going to be business number one is we're going to delete all of these lines. Bam. And then, oh no, that was a bad boy thing to do. I just wanted to delete that one little section. Oops, my bad. I'll have to fix that. Damn. At least it wasn't too hard to follow anyways. And I didn't have any other connections to it, so that was kind of nice actually. Pretty easy to fix. There we go. So we finally got everything upstairs, which is pretty good. We got lots of materials here to kind of play with and all that good stuff. So yay us. All right. So I think we're gonna jump into getting this flight thing up and running here. So that way we can automate at least some of the stuff that I want to sell, anyways. Some stuff I just don't care to sell, but most stuff I will try to sell just to make us our bulk of our money, right? Until we can get any of that cryptocurrency mumbo jumbo up and running, right? Kind of the plan, I guess. Guess we'll do something like this. Leave a little bit of space. Then I think these launch platforms right here, I think I'm going to put in a couple of them regardless. So I think these are the in ones and these would be the out ones, if I'm not mistaken. What if I grabbed a belt and had a look here? Oh, see, these are out and these are in. Aha! Well, I don't plan on doing many out, so maybe I'll switch that around. Okay, we'll use this one here to try to automate certain productions, like say for trying to get rid of some bricks. There you go. So we're gonna sell some bricks. We're gonna sell the aluminum. Probably shouldn't be selling the aluminum actually, because it's something that I use quite a bit of shit downstairs with. But whatever. I'll leave those ones on there for now. The other ones we're just gonna try to not sell or sell them through the manual one. Um, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll see how that goes for now. I don't plan on automating too many of these things there. Like, I'm not really sure about the future on how this game kind of works. I haven't made it like all that far, so we'll see. Then once that's built, we'll check in on other things too, because we got a bunch of things that I'd like to try to plop out there other than like the repeater at the moment. Because we got our cargo dock that we gotta think about later, for when we start getting the MDRs. So like we obviously have to put down our large station here at one point. Probably something like this I'd do, right? Yeah. Probably pop that guy there. We have small vehicle one already. Don't want to do the railgun yet because we haven't done most of the other stuff yet. So maybe a little tech center over here. Okay, so we also got these gas extractors that are up here. So there's a special way of putting them on. Have to get into that one day. Argon. And then there's like two more. I've only found three of them up here. I don't know how many there's supposed to be, or where's the other one? There's one down here somewhere. Yeah, there's one here. There's a methane there. There's another methane over here. And then there's that argon up there. If anybody knows where there's another one over here or somewhere or whatever, let me know. But if there's only three of them, well, that's kind of good because then I found all three. All right, I haven't noticed any other ones anyway, so we'll get all that built and we'll have a look at it and see what that kind of gives us, and maybe we'll try to do a couple of automated stuff here so that way we can make some more moolah. Okay, so we just filled out a pretty decent sized contract there. So one of the good things about that is the belts are gonna do all the work and then we don't have to do nothing, right? Which is kind of cool. Why is that going in? Or why are all of those going in? That's weird. Oh, does it just put certain mounts in here already? Okay. Are they constantly taking stuff out? And then they are too. Did I not just turn all this off? Well, then that defeats the purpose of having this off because they're just gonna still bring the material there anyways. It's so stupid. So weird, so weird. That's something that should be fixed. If you turn it off, you turn it off. They shouldn't be able to interact with the building whatsoever. So while that contract completes, we got these two other things here completed. We just got to power the one at the back. So send some power that way. So in here, we can make the MDRs. We can build ice harvester, helium 3 harvester. Nice. Hey, that's cool stuff for the future. Very nice, very nice. I know we can get a free MDR on the map, so we're gonna hold out on making our own for the moment. I found one the last time I was playing, so I know there's one out there. And then what is this? I wonder what's gonna be in here. Okay, so this is just a science building. That's it. So I bet you that was good for research stuff. 'Cause I remember things being locked behind the tech thing, which was I think one of these where some of these things are. All right, gives me more research stuff to do, I guess. Yeah, these smelting furnaces. Alrighty, alrighty. This is really dumb. This is so dumb that they're constantly taking out the access and putting it back into the like into the boxes constantly, constantly. There's no need of it. You can't even turn it off. Like there's no option for it. That is the dumbest thing ever. Like I can understand if you're like using this as a pad to like receive goods, but I'm not. So this should be disabled. You should be able to disable that. That is like really dumb. Very dumb. Don't like that. Beautiful. We just finished our first automated contract. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Gonna have to do many, many more because we're getting pole, man. We're getting pole.
Research complete.
Oh man. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right, well that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So got that done. These over here done. What are other new buildings we can put up without having to like, really continue too far? Because I want to continue on and see if we can make any more production stuff there today as well, right? So but I think that's about it. Like the rail gun is for a little bit later. Oh, I think that's about it actually. Guess we'll go downstairs and we'll try to do some more production here. So these little purple tube things, we could technically do them since we are making carbon fiber. The only problem with that is that I don't have a carbon fiber line. I do, but it goes like directly outside. So, um, if I do bring it this way, it's just kind of like gonna end, right? It's wow, it'll end. It'll go into here. I guess would be the end of it. Technically, is there anything else I can build without doing those? I could do these, the silicone ones. Do those ones first, and then do those. These two we can do. We just gotta like start getting rare earths in, right? Again, but that'll require the MDR because we pretty much like exhausted all the rare earth down here, right? So, all right, so that'll be a plan. We'll get this one set up, this one, and then this one, and hopefully we'll try to bring back a carbon line somehow. Um, Worst comes to worst, what I could do is I could just bring the line down, like splice it off of here, bring it down, and then make a line come down this way when it comes time to do the carbon line, and then add it directly into that. Yeah, I could do that. That sounds kind of smart. I like that. I like that idea. All right, so let's get these up and running here. There we go. So now we're going to be able to make the microprocessors whenever we start getting rare earths, whenever that is. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. All right, so the next one we're going to need is the rare earths and the aluminium. Rare earth is going to be the first one here, and aluminium is this one. Aluminum. No, who knows where you're from, right? Now we got the next one here built, so we're just going to go and bring up some power here. Most beautiful. And then whenever we're ready, we'll be able to start making these beryllium plates as well. So we got two things that are rating on rare earth. Pretty crazy. Drones must have been bringing them stuff. That's probably why they have things on them. That makes sense. That makes lots of sense. Another contract complete. All right, so this one over here, we're just gonna use the carbon fiber and the silicone. So which is first on the list here? Okay, so we get to bring in the carbon fiber last. That's nice. And there we go. Now we should start getting carbon fiber on this line coming down here and slowly fulfilling our pipe dreams. So let's get more power up here. It'll come from this one. There you go. So now we got 3 more rows of stuff that are coming up here. That's pretty good. Eventually, we'll start making more production with these once we start using the MDRs. Should be great. But I want to make sure that I got my bases covered a little bit before I start going out all over the place there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it just so happens that I happen to go take a little bit of a break and come back, and I find out that the game has a game update. And guess what? Look what they fixed. Oh, this is so awesome. Now it's not going to go get the access stuff that's in there. It's just like the gods have heard me complain. Oh, I love it. It's freaking awesome. All right. So apparently there's like automated contracts and stuff like that you can do now. Not sure what it is that's automated about it. When setting up an auto trading, it can be difficult to choose prices that both profitable and attractive to buyers and sellers. Option to trade resources at the market price, which updates dynamically while searching for details. Okay, is it it's through the market, I believe. So I guess let's just go here for a second. Go here. Wonder if it has something to do with the fact that I already have flights or a contract going through there. Could be. Needs to be. Oh, you got it. It's a. Oh, okay. It's an upgrade. Ah, that's why it doesn't work. I see. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's cool. Then you can auto buy and sell stuff. All right. I wonder if that's like a threshold thing. So say like you know, as long as I have so much, you can sell up to this point kind of thing, and make sure I always got like 5,000 steel or something. You know what I mean? Like as an example, or use that on bricks, right? Like make sure that I always have like 5,000 bricks, but just continuously sell them on the market at a decent price whenever it gets to a certain price kind of thing. I wonder if that's kind of like what that's all about. There you go. With that contract complete, I think that's where I'm going to call this today's episode. So that's pretty good. It's a good example of like how to bring your stuff upstairs. Oh, awesome. More research. Um, we got another vein depleted. Oh no. Um, so yeah, it's a good example of how to bring your stuff upstairs and create automatic sales and stuff. I'm really glad that they fixed that. Oh my god, I'm ever glad of it, because that's such a waste of AI time for your computer. You know what I mean? Like always trying to say, oh well, this has got too much. It's like calculating crap in the background for nothing, right? Um. Anyways, next episode, I think we should probably get into like maybe doing the MDR or something like that, or maybe putting down the repeater and seeing about doing stuff out there, but not touching the not touching any of these things. There are some missions that will make you go forward, and I'm not really sure which ones it is, but I got to try to figure it out and which ones to avoid. But yeah, other than that, because we still have other things that we need to go and construct, right? Like the production line downstairs is nowhere near being finished. And I'd like to also maybe try to tapping into these gas veins that we got up here too, maybe next episode. So like maybe gas and MDRs next episode. See how that goes. That'd be kind of nice. Maybe try to get into a few other things there as well. But I don't know. We'll see. But hope you enjoyed the episode, everybody. Like, subscribe, peace, take care. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye.